possible, though, as he keeps them at arm's length. Trying to just tap down these initial members. Brings out a few shots here or there. Instantly taken down by sensej, though. The new addition to Sangal standing in for imoRR while he backs away because of health issues. And, well, he's delivered. There's the opening. logicman, he's able to cement it with a kill onto Thomas, putting it into a 5-on-3. And with a follow-up aggression, let's see who's able to hold firm. logicman trying to do the odd bit of damage wherever possible as well. As Sangal, they pull further forward, and they really look to at least cement this pistol round.
This has been a really solid start here from Sangal coming into this one. Endpoint, of course, with the USPs in hand, they're obviously going to go for this retake. Couple of crisp shots to bring it back into a 3-on-3. mezii with another headshot, but with MiGHTYMAX coming in from behind, they need to be very careful right now. Crucial, stuck in no man's land.
Forward to seeing what Endpoint do now once they get their full buyout, because, of course, for now, it's this sort of formality where they force. If that doesn't work, eco. So, well, the crucial the player as well. He's even able to get away now. He knows it's going to be a mid to B as this is led by Sangal. 25 seconds left as they lead this charge. There's mezii good for the first. Turns around, able to double down there. Can he make it 3? Scoped in. Misses the shot, though, but ngiN, as he trades, has the damage already been done, especially with MiGHTYMAX doing damage wherever possible. He pushes forward. He keeps him at arm's length. He shuts him down. All on to the remaining member.
However, if they win it, they can upgrade those lesser premium rifles into the AKs, and they will be in a very strong position.
So, in mid, he's going to hard clear it with an AK. He can't really fight for it, but for mezii, that damage alone should be enough. He taps down Major. Nice little shot, but he's forced away anyway.
Find any kills, and now as the B site open, the retake gets here. But look at that, sensej on the flank. He's able to shut it right down.
2 quick kills, leaving all Surreal in a 1v4. Your man finishes the job, and well, the new player,
in round number 2, and a scout that they'd bought in round number 2 as well. I think that you can kind of class it as a little bit of a bonus. Now they've got the proper weapons in hand. Crucial's upgraded to that AWP. That's evident with the opening kill that he's found. Thomas in pit, able to find the second man, but he's not expecting logicman to his left. Should have heard the reload, but didn't seem to react to it. Now the 4 versus 2, though, and Endpoint back in the lead here in this round.
Definitely a tough spot for these members on Sangal. mezii ready for the players as they run away. logicman the first to fall. It's all on to Major. 1 versus 4. What do we hope to do now? Pushing forward. Crucial takes a bit of damage, and as Crucial shuts down Major, friend point, just like that, Josh. Initial hold. Jump spot. Allows logicman to run boost his teammate forward as they swing wide. Crucial ready for it, though. Has Boys that flash to keep them at arm's length. For now, for mezii and MiGHTYMAX, this wombo combo has worked twice now on B. It looks like we might see a third. However, logicman has got other plans for it. Good for 1. Surreal from the flank able to save him, leaving mezii in a 1v1. Caught out by logicman. logicman in the 1 versus 4. Good for the first. AWP in hand, leading towards CT. Not quite able to catch out the members. Surreal finishes the job.
Strong half here is very worrying. If they can take 1 or 2 more rounds, then it really does start to cement itself. Nice opening pick there from ngiN, but Thomas has gone incognito, finds the burst, flashed off, but that smoke is going to provide him enough cover to fall away. Might be able to take 1 more here. Instead, the nade's going to land. Fair amount of damage dealt as MiGHTYMAX finds 1 more.
So what's interesting as well, and I see this aggression towards, but logicman, he's caught out doing so. Thomas right now proving to be a nuisance in pits. He's even able to shut down ngiN. Crucial, ILIGE, best in the world's tier 1 teams.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. With them playing in Pro League and then also in Blast as well. Yeah, that definitely...
On a time. But since then, it's kind of faded into other maps that they've preferred, but it doesn't mean they just forget how to play Dust 2. And you might actually explains that perfectly there, but just a quick kill onto sensej. It's a man advantage. You might even look to double down now. Surreal even peeks towards mid. Look at the confidence they have right now.
The confidence that they have and the support that he's providing. He knows that there's potential that someone could swing from lower. And while MiGHTYMAX is holding top mid, he needs someone there to stop that from happening. Brilliant flashbang from MiGHTYMAX. Surreal's actually going to regress, take out the lower tunnels player. Not expecting ngiN to swing from top.
All right, let's just pretend I never said anything about Crucial there. But of course, Sangal moved towards mid. mezii's ready for them. It's all on ngiN. He'll swing into mezii. He should be killed pretty quickly. MiGHTYMAX does the job. See what Endpoint can do next. Of course, as the assault comes through, we've got Crucial scopes in. There's a very fast shot from logicman, able to shut him down with the scout. Nice little headshot there, and over towards short. Major needs to be a bit careful in towards this corner. He's able to dodge the mollies. logicman able to shut down Thomas as well. Really strong stuff from Sangal now. And on the flank, there's that is messy by Major. He's unable to shut down. He's unable to shut down Surreal. Cross pass. He's able to retrieve it just as he tries to get towards this site, but as he does so, the AWP of Surreal doesn't quite ring true. But mezii, he certainly does. Good for 1. Pre-fires the second. Able to hide towards elevator as well. Eventually, Surreal.
mezii is on a single point of health, but logicman Pretty much the same applies to him whilst he's on 16. It doesn't make a lot of difference. A single shot from one of these rifles to take him out. Paz now tacked incredibly low. MiGHTYMAX able to eliminate him. mezii coming in on the flank. They're pincering him from both angles. And mezii able to find the headshot. 10-2 here, Endpoint. They are really, really stealing the show right now. I just don't even know what more to say. This is sensational.
That it is. It's not like they're struggling. Like, these are clean retakes. They're clean recoveries. And for Sangal,
work with this glass cannon has not worked for them at all so far. Let's see what they can do with it here as Logic Man gets eliminated early. Surreal, he's going to fall right off of that.
flank from short, that might help a little, but it feels like I'm clutching at straws here, Josh. His engine still swing wide on long. He's unable to catch out. Oh, he does catch out. Thomas, really strong stuff. Crucial now, low HP, has to run away. And just like that, Paz onto Surreal gives Sangal a window of opportunity.
Well, there's a man advantage here, and oh my goodness, Major right through the smoke there onto Crucial. With Paz actually on the bomb site, I think this might be a round for the taking here from Sangal. But even if they bring back the next 3 in a row, best case scenario, this is 10-5, and they've got to topple 3 Endpoint buy rounds to get there. Despite the fact that there's a major disadvantage here from Endpoint, it looks like they're actually going to go for this one. MiGHTYMAX, a brilliant shot right through the box there, pushing through the smoke. And they're going to go for a boost here to see what they can get done with it.
They look for the initial man. Still haven't done so just yet. ngiN, he'll shut down MiGHTYMAX. And for mezii, in a 1v3, imagine if he wins this. That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? Of course, Nate goes down, set of sight, does a bit of damage early on. He's unable to take the jewels, so eventually he spots out Sensei, tries to hit the players on head angle, can't quite do so.
Out of this door as the one-way smoke goes up. He can't peek into this. He needs to hold this angle. He needs to be ready for them. And as they creep around, that's a free headshot from him all day long. And he can just throw that smoke and fall away.
Perfect opening for Sangal now in a really tough spot as they move forward. What else can I hope to do here, Josh? As we see a bit of damage done here or there. Thomas looking to move forward as well. Well, it's dual engine wherever possible, but he does so. He'll be swinging straight into it. Caught out by engine. There's the equal. So now these 6-3 at the moment. Even if they lose the rest of these rounds, it's still in strong spots. And, well, they just swap places. mezii, he swaps out Major as he pushes through the smoke. The remaining members of Sangal push up from short. Surreal, he'll be ready. He's got Crucial there to support him. As they swing wide, Crucial misses the initial shot. However, he's still got another chance at it. And this other crack at it, takes a bit of damage, falls away. ngiN, a beautiful shot onto Surreal there. And suddenly Crucial needs to be very careful of the follow-up aggression now. Into a 3-on-3. It's very doable for Endpoint as flashes go down and they get ready for this retake. But it's equally as doable for Sangal, who now have an advantage. But as they lose both members, that advantage slowly dissipates. A beautiful shot by mezii there. On the flip side, he's even able to make it 3. He has 4K in that round as Endpoint. They make it 11 as mezii. He goes huge, Josh.
That was absolutely huge. 4 kills for him right there. Unbelievable round. I love the way that Endpoint play that as well. 3. But even if we don't, this has been an unbelievable half from the British side.
That it has, as we see aggression towards long once again. MiGHTYMAX good for Sent. MiGHTYMAX legs down by Logic Man. It's definitely a bit of a scary opening, but let's see what Endpoint do with the re-aggression towards short. Logic Man good for 1, Paz good for another. Into now a 3-on-4. As re-aggression comes through. Major on the flank. Can he catch out this player in CT? That's messy, but crucial. He's able to, well, he's able to spot them out. He plays for info, and unfortunately he's punished for it. For MiGHTYMAX and mezii pushing forward. Honestly, they lose this round. It doesn't really matter. Endpoint, they've got 11, Josh. That's a big number.
Really right. This is looking like it's going to go 11-4. Endpoint. I mean, they go for this. There's no reason not to. There's nothing to lose. It's the last round of the half. We might see a couple of kills come through. There's maybe a small chance they could even pull this off. But with such a little time left on the bomb, I think it is just going to be consolidation frags as they're going to be celebrating regardless. 11-4 the half goes as ngiN and Major finish things off. They're about to pop a couple of flashes over and try and cross here. Instead, they're going to drop down to CT, bring the fight to their opponents. As soon as you get these Glocks up close and personal, that's where they can really do the damage. But the USPs prevail, and this is a complete shutdown.
Absolutely is. Thomas good for 1. Tries to double down. Unfortunately, he's swarmed by these US.
We saw them pull off an exact buy like this on their defense. A couple of big kills from mezii on that scout, and a couple of 1-digs carried them there. And this time, Surreal opens things up with another really crispy one.
ngiN now on long is one of the sole defenders, really, of this site. Swings wide. That's down MiGHTYMAX. There's the equalizer. It makes things a bit easier for Sangal as they push forward again. It means that they don't have to worry about, well, sight and short. Still, tough hole to say the least. Crucial. He's ready for the peek on them. He's almost daring them to peek him from long. And, well, looks like ngiN is ready to oblige him. And he does just that. Crucial. Missed shot. Lost chance. And as Sangal now push forward up from CT. Thomas good for 1. Thomas good for 2 there. Suddenly things look even worse for Sangal. He's continuing to do damage. He even makes it 3 onto Major. It's all on ngiN. 1 versus 4. Crucial finishes the job.
Damage as I thought. But the fact that Thomas is so aware of his position, it's a shame that he hasn't been able to hit the head just yet. And as they push into him, Sensei's actually going to be here to support. Pretty solid defense there from Sangal. That round was looking, or that long hold was looking really shaky for them. They've recovered it nicely, especially with Logic Man finding one more. This is Sangal's round for the taking right now.
mezii, he's even able to get the beat towards car, ready to shut them out, and let's see what mezii hopes to do. Moving forward, jumps up onto that initial Xbox, does a bit of damage, shuts down Logic Man. There's an opening, considering he didn't take any damage. This is doable. It's definitely doable. If he pushes it up from short, he's ready to make an amazing debut for Endpoint right now. And if he does so, let's see just how it works out for him. Flash goes wide. Unfortunately, his back is turned. A beautiful shot onto Major. But as Paz finishes, really, they don't want to humor it. They really don't want to peek. And as someone has mentioned in the chat, I'm actually really surprised Sangal haven't called more tactical timeouts. I think
sell this fake rather convincingly, and he's done so brilliantly. Sangal are quite literally retaking A right now, and it's just Surreal on the site. The bomb's not there. Instead, they've taken B, and now Sangal have got to go for a B retake with 3 HE grenades. That is
Thomas above towards B, ready to hold firm. When a Sensei does the odd bit of damage, Thomas good for one. Double down. It's back and forth, though, leaving it all onto Major in a 1 versus 2. mezii comes out on top.
Well, I don't reckon that Sangal will take any more than 10 rounds. And as we see this pistol come into fruition, Endpoint, they just blitz this A site. No one's even here to defend. Sangal, they're going for a retake setup. They've got the kit. They've got a smoke to go for it, I suppose. And with a man advantage, it's definitely doable.
Well, Logic Man has got the initial opening, which something gives me pretty happy with. On the flip side, though, ngiN trying to do damage wherever he can, trying to catch them out. Paz, he shuts down mezii. Thomas does the same to Logic Man. It's a back and forth, though, in which Thomas falls into 2-on-4 now. Crucial onto ngiN. There's an opening. Crucial able to double down, looking to triple down now, as he knows there's another member towards window. Hasn't seen him just yet, though. Instead, Paz has been able to outmaneuver him based on timing. He taps that bomb once. Flash goes out. There's Paz, good for the first. MiGHTYMAX realizes that they're not on the bomb yet. Paz, of course, with a kit, so he is going to have a good chance just to try and stick this defuse, but if he dies it, then there is no time. And as he swings wide, MiGHTYMAX, it's messy. Sensei is able to kill him, and for Sangal, that'll be the opening. What does do it then now?
For a full execution anywhere they like.
Exactly, as they push forward, see a bit of damage done. As Thomas, he'll fall to ngiN early on. Follow-up aggression, though, and allows the trade to go through by Surreal into a 4-on-4 now. Follow-up aggression goes through, and as a bit of damage is done here or there. There's Crucial shutting down Logic Man, putting it into a 4-on-3. Further nade damage goes through, but Surreal, 1 HP, again we see it. And as a follow-up push comes through,
it almost seems deliberate. It's definitely not, but when you're starting on your CT side, one of the worst things that can happen is definitely actually winning the pistol and then losing the follow-up. It really, really screws your money, especially considering when you lose the pistol round, you already...
Paz right now is something that Sangal really needs to be careful of. From the looks of it, though, Paz, he is going to be ready to catch them out, though. Sensei good for 1, Surreal to fall. Is there a trade, though, from Paz? Mollied out, though. That's a really good read by Sangal now. And as they push forward, Sensei is able to double down. Not quite able to triple down, but he's not called upon to triple down. Logic Man's there to assist him. For Crucial, he pushes forward. There's a nice kill to Logic Man, but at this stage, it feels like a silver lining.
They let this slip. They're playing this kind of retake configuration where they've got control of ramp and palace, and they're just going to pincer it as soon as that bomb tries to go down. Good read from mezii, though, to clear out ramp. They're now aware that Sensei's in CT as well, but they need to be aware of Major swinging out from palace. He can deny that plant, and that pretty much single-handedly seals the deal. mezii tapping away here at connector, cannot hit the top of the head, and as the time runs out, mezii's killed afterwards. Only the first, Sensei with the secondary. Logic Man was often that kind of resident sniper here for this Sangal side. Since Sensei coming into the mix, it's no surprise that he's picked up those primary AWPing duties. Surreal, 3 frag comes through, turns back into a 4-on-4. Sensei taking a lot of damage from this fire. He's had to fall away here. A lot of preliminary damage dealt here towards this A site. And as Surreal deploys a perfect molly, there's nothing Sensei can do than fall away.
Let's see who's able to come out on top with this retake. Major tag through the smoke with ngiN there to trade. Beautiful shot from ngiN there, and suddenly Endpoint now level pegging, but with low HP on pretty much every member bar ngiN and Logic Man. For Sangal, this is really tough. MiGHTYMAX through the smoke, good for 1. Major, low HP, trying to retrieve the orb. Elsewhere in CT, MiGHTYMAX able to double down there. The IGL of Endpoint has said enough's enough. They're just stomping them now. For Sangal, got to back away. For Endpoint,
with a couple of FAMASs, maybe an M4 in the mix. Potentially, we just see a bit of a half-buy with some Desert Eagles, but with that AWP not being carried across,
instantly can't really do much. It is just an eco. But for Endpoint, once you have a hold on the CT economy, it's really hard for them to break that cycle. And for Endpoint, they're just enjoying this now. They've got a really strong position as they just continue to push forward. For Sangal, what on earth they hope to do from here?
With just an eco, this is kind of the last thing I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting a couple of pistols to come out. They had enough money to justify it on a couple of these guys. ngiN, of course, he's got a Desert Eagle, but we're not seeing a whole lot more than that. Somehow, Sensei's USP is getting a hell of a lot of mileage, and he's picked himself up an AWP. He's found 2 kills with a USP, no armor. Quite literally no investment in this round whatsoever. He's found a sniper. He's doing further damage with it. That's his 3rd kill here. And there's a chance they might even be able to win the round. Surreal.
Agree. Smoke goes down, which actually inadvertently helps Surreal there, because he could have crossed the triple, and says he has no way of knowing that, but he jumps into window, still flash. Surreal now absolutely ready for him, shifted to the other side of triple. Sensei now got to try and clear him, swings wide, shuts him down though, and for Sensei, he wins the 1v1, a 4k on the eco, provides Sangal with 5 as they really start to, well, that's a godsend for them.
That's a really, really bizarre round. I mean, Sensei, that's...
Unfortunately, we have cast a lot of these maps many, many times.
Yeah, it's not as good as, like, Nation War. Like, the Anonymous Sinners game earlier
That was beautiful.
That was nuts. It was like Czech fans versus Polish fans, and they just roasted each other for 3 hours straight. It was really good.
As Mark goes down, we've got Crucial towards Tetris, ready for the assault. Is he not quite caught out by the player on ticket booth yet? I think his location suspected, but doesn't matter. Crucial good for the first on the follow-up. ngiN able to trade into a 1v1 now. That time is ticking. ngiN taps that bomb once. The molly lands right on top of him. Beautiful shot by ngiN there as he shuts down MiGHTYMAX. But he's out of time. He can't go to the bomb. Dies to the molly, and for Endpoint.
Ash, it's got a bit of mileage. Now come into the round with some rifles, and as they push him, mezZ, he will fall first, but Crucial, that's a snappy trade.
That it is. He aggresses further. That's brave by Crucial. Dear God. Good for one. Instantly traded out by Thomas, though, into a 3-on-3. Now, this is where these MAC-10s need to be switched out, because in 2 MAC-10s against a full buy from Sangal, that's not a positive position to be in. Surreal. He's going to try and catch out the initial man, but Logic Man, he trades from Con. Now, for Endpoint, realizing that they are in a tough spot, they try and plant reverse triple as well, which is brave to say the least. And MiGHTYMAX taps it a few times, he spots out Logic Man, tries to pressure him down, able to do so though, but MiGHTYMAX in a 1 versus will go for that plant. And from there, let's see just what Endpoint can do now. As MiGHTYMAX punches in those numbers for the remaining members of Sangal, what can they do for him? Timing both a blessing and curse in Sangal's case, as he shifts around to the other side of the site. He hears the players, shifts wide, but ngiN, that's a beautiful shot. And just like that, Sangal, they keep their lead as they make it 6.
That was super smart there from MiGHTYMAX. Unfortunately, the timing of his swing just doesn't quite bless him. We go 6-4 here for Sang. I accidentally called Marky, the new extra salt player. I accidentally called him Italian the other day. I got completely roasted on Twitter. But yeah, no, that kind of sparked a little bit of a discussion that there are literally no Italian pro players. So yeah, you're right. That's just not a thing. There are like no Italian pro players. They just aren't. Man advantage here for Sangal.
There's actually a pro stuffed player called Rainer, who's like 15.
In Italy or something. Maybe that's what they're all doing, but for Counter-Strike, none of them.
Yeah, just maybe Counter-Strike isn't the Italian thing. Well, for Sangal.
Shot there from Crucial. It's a difficult one to hit, but I think he'll be hoping. I think he wishes that he was able to connect there. Surreal finds the hedge.
He's got a slow rotation, but one that can happen if he's given appropriate warning. The Crucial, not spotted out just yet. Instead, Logic Man, that's the kill into MiGHTYMAX. Opening there, secured for Sangal, an equalizer at that. Now man advantage, equalized again by Thomas into a 3-on.
Their way back over to this A site. Paz and Sensei, though, in CT, ready to try and deny this as Paz finds the key headshot. The flash is there to support Thomas, though, blinded, peeks up. You know, if he commits to this, maybe if he doesn't find a kill in the next few seconds, he grabs that AWP and falls away.
Well, Thomas is just down Logic Man. That makes it 5.
15 is the code to check out if you want a 15% refill bonus when you top up your balance.
Gretchen goes through towards ramp. Major able to shut down Thomas with a man advantage now.
Early man advantage here for Sangal. A little bit of a lack of utility on these guys in Crucial. Oh, he's been hitting every single AWP shot today. And Sensei, the defender here in the apartments, will be flashed, turns it, gets back on the angle, connects the shot, but can't get the kill. And Surreal pounces at the perfect moment from short.
Over towards over towards bench. We have ngiN, good for 1. Instantly traded by Crucial. They're over towards Kitchen. Pans taken out in midair. Logic Man on the flank though, spots out both members, rings out some shots. I don't think a single bullet connected there, but nonetheless, we see that plant go down. He peeks into Crucial. He'll be peeking into the AWP, waiting for him. It's a quick little kill for Endpoint. They make it 7 of the today's land. they don't quite kill Surreal. Instead, he sits back, he's ready for the aggression. Logic Man deleted by Surreal there. So he continues to push forward, he spots out the players on default, just taps through, just taking his time, trying to catch out one of his initial members. He sees them all pushing towards him and he just hides. Flash goes through, Crucial pushes wide, there's the initial kill. Is there a trade so far? No, there isn't. It's an absolute slaughter towards this site. The Jewel Rats ring true for one, and now for Paz, hiding, cowering towards default. He's going to be called out eventually. While it's messy, meZ finishes the job. Endpoint, Leon, and well, towards connector, let's see this duel. See who comes out on top. Paz, he's the one who gets the first blood. meZ falls, and the Crucial, as he pushes towards the other side of Con, fully blinded initially. He takes a lot of damage through that smoke. Logic Man, tagged down but not killed, but Surreal and MiGHTYMAX, as well as Surreal again, also respond in kind into a 2-on-2 now, and with the rotation of Endpoint, let's see what they can hope to do next with a couple of members left of Endpoint. Let's see what Sangal can do now as they push forward.
Well, with Paz on incredibly low health, he needs to be very careful right now. He's got a bit of a flank going on. He's got the drop on Endpoint, but he's on a long flank. And if they can find this first kill onto sergej, then I think they might predict that he's on the flank here. MiGHTYMAX still not turning around, needs to win this duel, and as he taps the bomb, sergej's going to peek. MiGHTYMAX can't win it just with a Tech 9 up.
Make Kremmer do exercise. How's that for us? That's just a me thing.
Yeah, it's because, I don't know. They can give me one as well. So close is pretty impressive, and the fact that they might actually be able to take this over the top and win it as well is even more impressive. With Surreal dropping there, Logic Man, he finds that kill. 2-man advantage here for Sangal as they want to press onto this A site. The rotations are desperately coming in, and MiGHTYMAX, that's a key shot to miss. And as he gets spammed through the smoke, I think there's probably no chance here for Endpoint. They're better off grabbing that AWP and saving.
Looks like they're going to do exact that. meZ retrieve to duel one of these members with this initial point of contact. And, well, Paz suspected by Thomas, caught out by Thomas. And as Endpoint show...
By the amount of people that you told, I'm actually quite surprised that you didn't find out beforehand. Also, look, it's KRIMZ in the chat. We've seen him a few chances to come back here, or you want to place a bet on any of the matches that we have tomorrow, and click on that banner down below. Check out our partners over at PariMatch and get that first time deposit bonus. Brilliant opening pick there from MiGHTYMAX. That secondary sniper really getting some mileage. And meZ, he's good for one in window as well. 2-man advantage.
What Endpoint needs right now is a very clean round where they can finally build an economy, where they can actually give themselves some structure. And right now it's looking like that. However, Paz and Engine, they've got other plans.
I'm not really sure what the game plan here is anymore. Maybe trying to sell a convincing fake. This is smart. He's drawn the CT players away. They're now on the site. But as Paz
there, that's a really smart play to just hold firm and wait till you see the bomb. And that's actually something for you guys to do when you play your...
Toxic. That's why you don't listen to any of my calls. It's unbelievable.
Well, you have to make calls for me to
whatever.
Surreal, he's able to shut down. Decision from meZ as well. He's acutely aware that Engine could be on a close angle. But he peeks it anyway. He spots out the initial player on short. There's an opening. Push from Engine. Also shut down for the remaining members of Sangal now. They push out from ramp. Let's see what they can do. MiGHTYMAX good for the first. sergej, the only now just sits, cowers, and waits.
Right, you got a question in chat. I think it's from your brother. What's your highest elo on Faceit? Higher time.
Absolutely. It's just heartbreaking. It's soul-crushing. sergej, he'll push forward. He'll begin to Crucial. Actually able to win that duel. sergej, he's an animal, Josh. He is an actual animal. He's even able to try and chase one of the members as he pushes towards Kitchen. But look at Endpoint right now. They don't expect it to be a hit towards B, but because with 2 AWPs, they can't risk going for that. They actually allow Sangal to just win.
Coming through. Thomas hoping for some exits here, but I don't think anyone's going to push as far as TV. And we'll see Sangal take the lead once again in a round that they had burst onto a site. You don't necessarily have the right tools for it. As we see the flash come through, the push comes through the smoke. Logic Man, instant headshot there from Surreal. And with that man advantage and A coming into ramp, that's going to do a lot of damage. Lands right at sergej's feet, and meZ's
side who are probably going to swing on him in unison. As the only man left for other than him is Paz towards Palace. Nice no scope from Major, trying to switch to the pistol. Eventually he does, but Surreal swinging into him should finish the job, leaving it on Paz in a 1v4.
Seconds left to tick in a 1 versus 4 scenario. There's no way he takes this. He has spotted MiGHTYMAX. He'll be able to swing and pre-fire him, but there's an open CT. There's Surreal to take him on the cross. He's going to continue to fight here. He's going to try and do damage. There's no point in him saving, I suppose. I mean, there is definitely point in him saving, but that doesn't seem to be the game plan. And as he walks out, he walks to it.
You're absolutely right. Set piece goes out, flashes to follow. Here comes the attack. Surreal, don't expect him to be in sandwich, and well as he shuts down Engine, follows through. Paz instantly there to trade. meZ's able to help as well, but the follow-up, Logic Man good for yet another. Man advantage for Sangal. Now through the smoke, though. What on earth can be done now by Crucial? No scope also Logic Man turning around, caught out by Paz, though, putting it into a 3-on-2. As follow-up push comes through, as Thomas peeks wide, he'll be running straight into Sensei, which should, at least at this point, provide Sangal with a very clean 14th, especially with a shutdown onto Thomas. MiGHTYMAX at a 1 versus however many dare fight him. And for Sangal, at 14, they're going to be in a pretty comfortable spot.
MiGHTYMAX really needs to stay alive here. Takes a bit of damage, but
to support him. What on earth is happening? The molly goes down, he hits his head down, he tries to hold as best he can. logic dink down, there's Crucial there to support him from Kitchen, and with a follow-up, MiGHTYMAX good for yet another. More aggression comes through, he's able to switch to the AK, this time got out through the smoke from Crucial's able to shut down powers elsewhere, put it into a 4-on-2. Crucial again on Sensei, putting it into ngiN in a 1 versus 4, pushing forward to the other side of the smoke, desperately trying to catch out one of his members, and as he does so, he's swung by 2 members. It's Crucial and Surreal to both swing on him. He's a frightening one to take a duel with. He sits, he holds firm and gets ready for this initial attack. And Surreal's good for Sensei. There's the opening, traded instantly by Major. However, as logic, Crucial, and ngiN all have just a deagle in hand. What can he hope to do next? Bit of damage done. Follow-up nade should do a bit of further damage as well. Interconnector, Thomas good for 1, traded out by ngiN. 1 versus 2 for Crucial now. And he's got to try and catch out these members. He's going to have to do so with just a P250 in hand as well. Switches the AK for the first man. Deploys that smoke onto the bomb. He's even got a kit to help him with this, but he catches out. Oh, he doesn't even catch out ngiN there. It's a massive 2-on-5 for this site. Thomas who spots out the initial members coming towards him. He's got that molly to help him. Then through the smoke, shuts down Paz. Follow-up though allows MiGHTYMAX to shut down logic. Above him though. ngiN falls. It's a beautiful round there. So, well, help is coming, but eventually Sensei finishes the job. There's he already out the window. Shuts down Major into the 1v3 now for Sensei. Orb in hand, dances around this site, spots out the first man, can't finish it.
To fall back on Endpoint right now. Nice and aggressive. meZ catching out the first man in mid. That's absolutely huge. Expecting the aggression here from Underbars. He's absolutely right. And as he peeks into it, spots logic man. Can't do the damage, but crucial, he's got all of this information that he's feeding.
He just needs to win these aim duels. The Sangal push forward, he's going to be hard pressed to do so. It's ngiN shut down by MiGHTYMAX. Here's the smoke. Here's the attack. Thomas good for 1. Traded out instantly. It's Crucial in a 1v2. Sure, there's low HP on the remaining members, but is low HP enough for him? The molly lands in Kitchen. He won't be able to dive through it. Actually, he might just be able to as he tries to piece the other side of Kitchen. He's ready for the re-aggression on Logic Man. Not quite able to see him. Means that he's going to have to either fight him in apps and/or fight the player on shorts. And timing just there was just heartbreaking. Push goes through, and now for Paz, scoped in on his position. It's a quick kill. That's 16 for Sangal. Tight though when these members, let's see just what can turn out for them. Major stacked towards Palace, desperately trying to hold. There's Thomas good for the first aggression from Surreal. They're able to find the second. meZ onto ngiN means that it's an absolute collapse onto Sangal now. Sensei, sure, he's good for 1, but he's not good for Surreal, who's able to rain death from the high ground. Leaving Paz at a 1v4. Swings wide, caught out by Thomas. Endpoint sits, but no one dare peek into him. As Logic Man gets ready for the attack, flash bands right on him. Fully blind, he's shut down by Surreal there, who reads him like a...
Though that might just bless him as he aggresses further forward. This could be absolutely huge. No, MiGHTYMAX spots him. That is massive. 2-man advantage here for Endpoint, and if they can take this round with it, then they'll have 2 chances to close this one out. meZ finding 1 more on the aggression. This is looking like Endpoint might just be able to close here. Sensei good for 1. Can't hit the secondary flick though. Crucial's there to trade an ngiN. This would have been a massive flank had his teammates stopped any kind of push on this site. But now it's anticipated, and Crucial playing like Boom right now. B hopping around, will die. But now ngiN's position's known, and he should be momentarily dealt with.
That he is. Thomas finishes the job and just
pick. Either way, no one's peeking mid regardless. There's no presence here at all. Instead, it's a fast execute onto the A side. Endpoint not playing scared anymore. They know that they're the better side here and they need to start playing like it. Thomas, 2 big kills, man advantage for them. And with the bomb going down, it's going to be the site and potentially the round. Series point right now, a man advantage. And Endpoint might finally put this series to bed.
They'll attempt to do just that as they pull forward. Of course, Thomas towards CT, caught out by Logic Man. meZ trade onto ngiN though, puts it into a 2-on-3. Now Sangal realizing they've got to commit to this hit. Sensei shifting forward towards stairs, scoped in towards Palace, ready for the initial hit. He's got Logic Man to support him, stacked to the other side of triple, swings wide. MiGHTYMAX, beautiful shot to Sensei there, putting it all onto Logic Man, good for 1, swings wide, Crucial shuts him down. And just like